that these hostas right here are like champion hostas for Bryant College Station. They don't do it all that well here. The reason that they look good last year and they look good this year, would anybody have any idea why? Cold. Cold. It was cold. They need some cold to be able to do what they do. All right, hostas. You're looking at a leaf again that's sort of almost got that sort of broadened, acute tip leaf, and then the petioles again are very much winged. All right, you can't tell. So sort of like the Rudbeckia that we saw last week, except for there's no pubescence anywhere on it. Very glossy. Okay, some of them are sort of a green-blue or blue-green color. Some of them are a lighter green. Some of them have this variation or variegation on them. All right. So there's a number of different leaf types. All right, some leaves get up to be massive. I mean, you know, foot long by 8 inches. Sorry. Actually, that's somebody else's table, so if y'all could not break that, that'd be great. And then the flower escapes on this hosta. Sometimes the rosette, the foliage, you can tell this is one plant. Okay, this is one plant. This is one plant, so they grow in these nice rosettes, very much circular arrangement. And then the actual leaves will get up maybe 18 inches, 2 foot tall, and then the flower structures will come up, and they'll be probably about twice as tall as the actual foliage, and have nice little white sort of bell-shaped blooms on the actual flower scape.
So the foliage 18 inches, you said?
Yeah, something like that.
And
18
flowers
inches, 2 foot.
like
about twice as much most of the time.
There's some that get as big as that.
Yeah.
Aspidistra.
You don't grow hostas typically for the flowers most of the time. You're growing them for the foliage, but the flowers are a nice touch on the ones that do well. Okay?
So the variegated versus non-variegated, those are just different kinds right there?
Just different like cultivars. There's a number of different leaf shapes. Yeah, they're hard to sort of. Some of them are more slender. Some of them they get very broad, almost as broad as they're long. So yeah, there's a number of different leaf shapes, but you can still tell they're hostas. I mean, they just have that sort of hosta look to them.
How do they grow up by where you're from?
Sorry?
How do they grow up by where you're from, like East Texas?
Not well.
Okay.
Smith County is in Tyler, which is a little bit northwest of us. Did a huge trial of hostas and killed almost everyone that they could find. So, and that's not a dig on Smith County necessarily. It's just that we can't really do them well.
It's too hot.
It gets too hot in the summertime. In the springtime, when you first plant them, they look beautiful up there, especially with nice water and soil. But not long after that, they'll die.
So this doesn't even grow good here then either, because it gets just as hot or hotter here.
Yes, in the summertime, you'll come back and these will not look so good.
So
put these in shade. That helps. There's a little bit of shade here. They love shade. They need shade for the most part. And then a lot of times I'll bring some RO water over, try to help them out a little bit. And they're also in this little bit of a raised bed that's got better soil than the around here.
And so is this specific epithet is kind of unimportant. This is Hosta and cultivar.
Hosta species, yeah.
There's so many.
There are. I mean, if you were a Hosta expert, we would talk about specific epithets. But for us, no more than we see Hosta here. That's it. That's Hosta. Okay.